everyone on YouTube. I'm Kelly. Thanks for coming by my channel in this video. This is going to be the first part of making the gemstone blocks. Probably going to be a while in the making because my sister was supposed to come today. It's the 23rd. She's been having trouble with her shoulder and she can't drive on the highway, and also the weather could turn a little nastier later on, so again she felt it wasn't safe for her to come. So I'm going to carry on. We will have a work day eventually, or I'll just bring her patterns and fabric and she can work at her own place or whatever. We'll figure it out. But I thought I would carry on with the oval block, and I'm going to make piece C4. And we'll see if I get them put together. That part I don't know. We also thought between the two of us that not everyone's 1/4 inch seam allowance is necessarily the same thing. So maybe only one of us should actually assemble and sew together. We'll see how that goes. We've got a bunch of pieces that are sewn and basted, and some that are trimmed up and ready to go. Alright everybody, there's piece C4. Over on the board, instructions, lay out pattern pieces facing up so you know the orientation of where everything goes. That's the instructions in the book. So, piece 4 goes over here. Now I just have to do all the D parts, and this is theoretically ready to sew together. Whether I do it or my sister does it or whatever, we haven't decided that part yet. I am carrying on. Today is February the 1st, and for the last few days I've been making this radiant block. I've done all the parts. It is not sewn together. It's just having parts made. But it's going to be amethyst with those 5 purples from Kona. Alrighty, here's our workstation. Today is February the 7th. My sister has joined me and we're working on the gem blocks. We can iron, we can trim, and I'm sewing, and my sister's sewing. And we're working on the aquamarine block. So there's the 5 fabrics we're using. And what we are making with these fabrics is cushion blocks. We're going to have 2 of them. Sorry about the glare there, that's better. One of the blocks we're going to make is this teardrop cut gem, and I showed you the photo of the 5 alexandrite colored fabrics we're going to use, because it's not going to be yellow. It's going to be like sort of pinkish purple. You'll see eventually as we get it done. I will show you what they wind up looking like. I am trimming up some of the pieces for these cushion blocks that my sister and I worked on yesterday. Today is Saturday the 8th of February. Most of them were basted, some I still haven't done yet. But most of them I can trim up, and I'm just going to clip them all together so that they're kind of corralled and tidy. And my sister is working on all the rest of the pattern pieces that we didn't do yesterday. So we got about, I don't know, maybe a third of the way through what we need. We are making 2 blocks of the cushion pattern, by the way. So we just started doing a bunch of the pieces, and as we get them done, then we can start sewing them together later. I just have to take off this little tiny corner because it goes flat on the edge. Just going to make sure I'm lined up right. Okay, there's that one. So that's what pattern piece A1 looks like for the cushion block. Like so. During the time that my sister Kristi is doing her homework for this quilt, I am going to work on the marquise cut block. But it will not be these pinks and reds. It will be the blues for sapphire, the same blues that I used to make the oval block. Let me just scoot the camera over slightly. Bear with me momentarily, because I have them sitting all here ready to go. I have here pattern piece A2 of the marquise block. Piece 1 is the medium dark fabric, piece 2 is the dark, and I'm going to sew them together along the line between 1 and 2. I usually go 1 stitch past the end of the seam. There. I don't know if you can see that too great. It's hard to tell with this camera how close I am. Today is Sunday, the 23rd of February, 2025. And I have continued in the past week slowly working on the blocks with the sapphire fabric. This is the marquise cut one. It's done, ready to go. And I got most of the way through the oval, and then my bobbin thread ran out of the blue. So I just stopped and I'll go back to it later. Okay, here we are again, working. February 28th. Kristi sewing Alexandrite, pardon me, can't even think of the right thing. I'm going to flip this one over so you can see it, okay?
Yeah.
That's part of it. Assembled. It's going to be a teardrop block, which you can kind of see. And I'm working on the aquamarine colors. That's why I had it in my head, I guess. And that's going to be a cushion block when I put it all together. And those are all the bits for the other cushion block. That's upside down teardrop in yellow, but you get the idea. And this is the diamond princess cut block. Started, but just barely. Together and basted, but not trimmed. These are the 5 fabrics we are going to use for blue topaz. It's hard to tell, but these 2 fabrics are actually different. They just don't look like it on camera. This one's a little darker. And those are the 5 greens we're going to use for the emerald round for Mum. And this is where this video ends. Next you will see the quilt top being assembled.